The Leeds Pathway team has decided to visit one of the city's most successful businesses, Surgical Innovations, a key company that has been designing and manufacturing pioneering devices that aid and assist surgeons doing keyhole surgery. We are going to be interviewing a director at the company as well as an employee to go find out what it takes to work there.
So you're Paul Birtles and you're the manufacturing director here at Surgical Innovations.
Yes, I am.
Can you tell us exactly what Surgical Innovations does?
Yeah, we make medical devices for laparoscopic surgery, which is basically keyhole surgery, and that's anything in the abdominal cavity really is where we specialise. We are looking in moving into other areas, but our specialised area is around that. So we make the instrumentation plus the access systems to get in.
So you've won awards like Manufacturer of the Year. What makes you stand out as a company, do you feel?
We're probably different because we were one of the first companies to really push on bringing manufacturing back into the UK from overseas. We put a significant amount of time, effort and money into that, and we reap the rewards from the back of it really. So that's probably why we stand out. We're very good at what we do, and we do as much as we possibly can within our own facility.
A lot of young people don't know much about manufacturing. What would you say to convince them that it's actually a good job sector to work in?
There is a great skill shortage in manufacturing now, and that's starting to come through as a major issue that makes it very attractive. The salaries are rising, and you can do a good career out of manufacturing. You can pretty much take it as far as you want to go. You can start at the bottom and stay at the bottom, or you can start at the bottom and push yourselves hard.
What do you look for in new recruits?
Ambition, a desire to succeed, are probably the first two that hit me. And then understanding them and what they want to get out of it, really.
How would young people go about looking for vacancies in the company?
From an apprentice point of view, we advertise through the apprentice organisation. We also work as hard as we can with local schools and are trying to push that harder. We also advertise in job centres.
What do you like to see in applications and what don't you like to see?
I like to see that the person's done the homework on the company, they know a little bit about it before they've applied, and they're not just coming in blind. That's something I don't like to see. And flowery waffle, because that's not really any use to anyone. Put in concise information about you, about what you've done, and about what your ambitions are, especially if you're a younger person that hasn't got a career history behind them. It's reading the person really and deciding whether that person can drive forward from there.
Can you tell us about your application process?
Yeah, for the apprentices we work through apprentices.org, and you can apply through their websites, which leads it into us. You can apply directly to us through our HR department, and that would be the same with any vacancies moving forward that we're looking to fill.
Can you give us examples of the type of questions that you might ask at interviews?
If it's a young person that's just starting out, the first thing we do is ask them a couple of questions to settle them down, take the nerves out of the system, because they're not used to the interview process. They find it a little bit strange, so I try usually make a few bad jokes that tries to sort of calm the situation. Never works, but we do try. And then there'll be some questions about the role that we're looking to fill. What can they bring to the company? What's their own ambitions really? Because they're really important things.
This is where it would be good to do your homework before going to
Exactly.
interview.
One of the first questions I would ask is what do you know about Surgical Innovations? And then that immediately tells you whether they've just come on a whim or whether they actually have an interest in the company and working for the company.
What opportunities do you feel there are to progress in the company?
They're vast. We're a very ambitious company. There's a desire to succeed and a desire to take the company to another level. I was an apprentice. I started as an apprentice engineer, and I've managed to work my way through to director status. So it is feasible, it is possible, and anyone can do it.
What does your work currently involve? What's your typical day like?
I support the needs for 3 design teams, a concept team, and our production manufacturing and our production assembly lines. Basically a typical day, I'll come in on a morning, check the rotor to see what needs to be done. Or it's like every day is different. Like someone can come to me with a new job, you know, within 10 minutes of me getting there in the morning. I'll just have to get on with that job. It depends on priority and stuff like. So it can be really hectic.
How did you get your job?
It was actually through word of mouth. I had a friend who worked here, said there was a job going on one of the assembly lines. Came up for the interview, got the job, worked here for about a year, and then I got shown, well, I show that I could, that I was competent at the job, and I got offered the apprenticeship through that, and then as from there, got the apprenticeship.
So is it quite common to get jobs through word of mouth, or do most people sort of get them from adverts or something? Do you know?
Well, that's it. Yeah, a lot of people go through the job centre and stuff, but it's always good if you know someone where you want to work, and you can get that through. You know, they'll advise you that the job's going, and you can get in there before other people. So that was always good.
Do you think first impressions are important at interview?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Make sure you know you're on the ball with questions, and you know present yourself well, and I think you'll stand a good chance. Yeah.
What do you think is good about your job, and what do you think is not so good?
Good thing is, you know, like I said, everything's different every day, so we're making things constantly, and if you can get something done right first time and see it being used, you know, it's a really good achievement. So. And I guess not so good is obviously when you get it wrong.
That's second time's the charm, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What training have you had?
I did a foundation apprenticeship, which was 2 years, and then I did an advanced diploma with main vehicle level 3, that was another 2 years. I'm currently doing a second year of 2 years of at ONC, BTEC level 3, and so I was qualified after the 4 years, and then this is just actually what I'm doing now is higher education. So
you're just constantly topping yourself
yeah,
up,
definitely, yeah.
How do you see your future career?
Hopefully keep on going with, you know, pay as I learn. It's the best way forward. You know, you've got your full-time job, you're learning on the job, you're getting paid for it. So hopefully I keep doing that and then see where I go from there.
I think in recent times there's like a connotation of manufacturing being boring or something like that to young people these days, but obviously it's a growing sector at the moment. What advice would you give to young people wanting to get into manufacturing?
I say go for it, yeah, definitely. It's always good to have a trade. There's many trades out there. Manufacturing is playing a big part in the UK at the moment. I think it's worth doing, definitely. There's nothing more rewarding than making something works, getting it done, and you know, getting paid to do that. It's great.